Oh, can you hear me now? Just let, I think, okay, so I will start all over because apparently I was muted. Thank you guys so much for letting me know. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Last week, I just learned how to put the topic on. So, yeah, to put the topic on the screen. So, I think this is my 6th week. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me, for showing up on Friday, for engaging, for talking. And in fact, thank you for offering comments and recommendations because a couple of weeks ago someone made a content recommendation for colors that go well in terms of wardrobe colors that go well with silver hair. So I accepted the challenge, and early this week I posted a vlog on YouTube that it's a fall fashion vlog, but I specifically focused on colors that complement your silver and gray hair, regardless of your skin tone, mostly jewel tones. But so take a look at that vlog if you haven't already. Let me know what you think. And still, I appreciate all the comments because you give me great ideas for content, and it lets me know what is valuable to you because that's the whole point of us being here, sharing information and engaging. So today's topic is, I don't know why I can't see my Instagram anymore, but okay, I think y'all are still there. I can't see it, but I think y'all are still there. Um, Let me know if you guys are still there on Instagram. Good morning. Is it Gigi? For some reason, the screen is really dark on Instagram, but I'm going to keep going. And also, before we get into today's topic, just a little bit of housekeeping or shout out or huge thank you, all of that, because of your amazing support. Maison 276 is now Amazon's choice for silver and gray hair. That is just so humbling to me. And we could not have done it without you guys. And so I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. If you have been riding with us for a while, last year was really a supply chain nightmare from an inventory perspective, but you guys hung in there with me. You sent me emails and messages that encourage me, and I still have those in a folder because I mean, you have no idea how important that was, and how much that support helped get me through a dark period, a difficult period during my entrepreneurial journey. So I just always, whenever I have an opportunity to say thank you, I appreciate and love you for your support. I'm taking that moment right now. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Angela Claiborne. Angela is, speaking of people who have been with me from the beginning. Angela, thank you so much for not only being a brand ambassador, an early adopter, early customer, but thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Okay, I see you, Instagram. So that means you can see me and you can hear me. Today we are talking about self-care. And is that Heaven 36? Good morning. I don't know why my screen looks weird over here on the Instagram side. So that's why when I'm like really leaning in, I'm trying to read what's on Instagram. I can see it. It's just a little dark. So you guys just, be patient with me. Drop in your comments though. We are talking about, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Tony, over on YouTube. Hugs and kisses as well to you. Good morning, Gail. So, this morning we are talking about self care rituals, things that empower you, things that recharge your battery. We've heard a lot about self care over the past decade, I would say. And I think that means different things to different people. And I also think it could be something different for you depending on what you're going, what's going on in your life at any given moment. You know, for me, before self care was even a thing. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning. Before that was a term, I realized I have been practicing self care for a long time through exercise. Like it's always been like the time that I just kind of can, I don't know, just have thought, like random thoughts can fly through my head, or I can like think through a problem. And, you know, because when I exercise, I don't do team sports or things where I need somebody else. Like I don't, my husband plays tennis. I don't play tennis. I just run or I ride my Peloton. So it's kind of a solitary thing for me. And that's my self-care moment. It always has been like since I was in college. But now for me, self care is I have to be intentional about maintaining my social connections. It's not that I don't have friends, like, I have amazing friends. My college girls, like, we go back 40 plus years, but because I work from home, so I don't have the interaction with people in an office anymore, and because I'm an entrepreneur in a very critical stage in the company's growth, like I am working all the time. And so I really have to be intentional about saying, oh, I need to go hang out and have coffee, with so and so, or I have one friend, she has a hot tub and she'll just send us a group text and be like, it's time to get in the hot tub and have champagne. And I tell her all the time, like, girl, when you do that, you just do not know like how much I need it. So that's the I would say, I don't want to say the struggle. I would say it's the thing that I have to be the most intentional about at this stage in my life. And that is maintaining connections with my friends and anybody that doesn't involve work. So I want to, good morning, Lynette, and everyone else. So come on, guys. I want you guys to drop in the chat. What is your self care? What's your hack? Like, what's the thing you go to? Is there something that you do every day? Or is it something that you make sure you do once a week or once a month? I don't think I'm the only person who struggles with, certain aspects of self-care. And so I really think that we learn a lot when we share. Like, that's what I don't want to come on here on Friday and drink coffee and talk to you for 20 minutes and then that's it. Like, I really want us to share. Okay, I'm going to lean in and see what's on Instagram because I actually need to put my glasses on. I don't know what's wrong with the Instagram screen. Okay. Nadella says, I make self-care and self-love priorities because you have to make yourself a priority. 100%. Absolutely. I say all the time, like, no one is ever going to come to you and say, well, I'm not going to say no one, but it's rare when someone comes to you and say, girl, you are working too hard. You need to stop. Like, if you have someone in your life that does that, you are blessed and highly favored. But more often than not, especially for women, like, we have to take responsibility for that ourselves, or at the very least, we have to initiate it and make sure the people in our lives know, like, this is a non-negotiable. This is my self-care moment. This is when I don't get disturbed, you know, unless there's blood and broken limbs. That's what I used to tell my kids, because like they always know, oh, like mom's exercising. Because even when, they were too young and I couldn't leave home to go running, you guys remember the VHS tapes with like Jane Fonda and Richard Simmons. And like I had those in my house. And so I would just pop one of those VHS tapes in, let the kids occupy themselves, and I would get my workout in then. It wasn't ideal, but it was still like, these 30 minutes are for me. And so they've always known like that time was non-negotiable for me. And you guys, I'm going to be sharing your comments on the screen if I can. Um, Thank you, Gail. Gail says she enjoys early morning hours, being still and just listening to God for direction for the day. Absolutely, absolutely. And one hack that I found, Gail, is that there are different apps that you can use that will alert you to take a moment to breathe. Like there's something I have set on my smartwatch, and just a couple of times a day, it alerts me because if it didn't, I wouldn't stop. And to take like 3 minutes to just stop and breathe. Like just turn any music I have on, just all of that, take it down and breathe. Oh, great. Oh, good, good, good. Lots of comments. Okay, I'm going to be showing them. Angela says Saturday is her self-care day. She starts with her coffee. Girl, yes. Before her husband gets up. Yes, it's those quiet moments. I mean, yes. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Chit chat with her sisters, and then she starts washing. Yeah, so you have a routine, and I think that's really good. Having a self care routine, like these are the things that I'm gonna do, and those are your non-negotiables. Perfect. Oh, I love it, Mary. I'm gonna put Mary's comment up. She does yoga and dance. I love it. I love it. She says she forces herself to do these activities because because she enjoys being at home, right? So you force yourself to get out there. Absolutely. Okay, I'm putting my glasses on so I can go back to the Instagram comments. Hey, good morning, Sean. Good morning, beautiful. Thank you for your awesome post. I appreciate it. Again, we have Sean says daily prayer is her self-care. Yeah, Nidella says, my mantra, not selfish, just self first. Absolutely. And sister, she's got the t-shirts to prove it. Okay. So go on over there to Nidella's Instagram page. That's Nydella, and get yourself a shirt to remind you and all the people in your life that you are not being selfish. You're just taking care of yourself. She also has a shirt that is one of my favorites, and it says that my age is a blessing, not a boundary. I hope I'm not butchering it, but I do wear the t-shirt. I love this. Okay. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. Happy Friday. Deborah says her time is early in the morning, devotion. She takes a walk. Oh, and you live in the Midwest, so you get the fall foliage. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so stunning. And I used to think like fall foliage when you live in the Gulf Coast, everything is green most of the time for us, which is awesome. It's beautiful. Everything is green because it never gets cold enough to just like put everything in hibernation. And I remember the first time I was on the East Coast during the fall, and I had like this epiphany. It's like, oh, that's what they're talking about. Fall foliage. It's absolutely stunning. And I could see how those morning walks would just do it for you. Because first of all, you got the crisp air, and then just the beautiful colors of fall. Everything from those super vibrant yellows to the deep chocolate browns. It is truly stunning. So I totally get that. There is a lot of, I do see some consistency in that it is kind of starting your day. And I do think that's important, whether it's meditation, quiet time, having your cup of coffee, like Angela says, before her husband gets up, it's just the quietness. Because I do think how you start your day can impact the rest of the day. I'm a firm believer in that. And I think when we're younger, we don't know the value of quiet because there's just like so much going on. And if you have young kids, or if you're driving and commuting to work, because obviously work from home is a new thing. So if you live someplace like Houston that has horrendous traffic, like you're already starting your day stressed out. I have always had a long commute, anywhere from 20 to 30 miles, especially when our kids were young and you're dropping kids, even before you get to work, you're doing the drop off and all that. So, you've been in traffic for an hour before you even walk into your office. And so the quiet is something that it took me a while to just appreciate the value of it, because you always have so much stimulation. So today, if you're just hopping on, thank you so much. This is our Friday with Angel. And today, the community, we are talking about self-care, the importance of self-care. And the question is, like, what are your self-care rituals? What do you do? Whether it's every day, once a week, once a month. I love when we share boundaries. Oh, you know what? Sean says she's heading on over to Nidella to get a shirt. Absolutely. We're all about community here. And that's interesting. Nidella said boundaries are also a form of self-care. That is so true. And it's not something we think about. But I think that's a gem right there. You can make that a t-shirt. Seriously, like, boundaries are a form of self-care. I would wear that t-shirt. I sure would. Let's see what else is going on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Absolutely. Yeah. Lots of high fives and totally agreeing with, that quiet time and that moment when you can just hear your own self think, and you can receive, because it's hard to receive when you're just getting a lot of stimulation. And so just those quiet moments, absolutely. And they really help us kind of prioritize everything else, because sometimes we can have so much coming at us, like everything feels like it's a one, and the truth is that everything isn't a one. And I think that quiet time, that reflection, kind of helps us sort out, okay, what do I really, really need to do right now? And I'm talking to myself right now, or what do I really need to do today? And then the other things I can do, maybe tomorrow. Good morning, Jamak. I hope I'm saying that right. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for hopping on today's call. We are talking about self-care rituals. We've gotten so many great people with great comments, and just sharing. I just love the sharing. One of the most consistent things that I've seen is, starting your day right, starting your day quietly, starting your day meditating, whether, starting your day just in a very calm way, whether that's prayer, meditation, whether that's just having your cup of coffee before anybody else wakes up. Like, starting your day right is a form of self-care, because it informs how the rest of the day, or it informs how we can manage whatever happens the rest of the day. We've got crisp walks, enjoying the fall weather, yoga, dance. I love that dance is a form of self-care for Mary. I love that, because it's not only great exercise, but it's just fun. And we need to feel comfortable about just doing stuff that's fun. I did my next vlog that hopefully will be ready to post tomorrow, right along with this, is on healthy habits for a vibrant life after 50. And then when I was editing it, I was like, why are you putting after 50? You're 60 plus. So I changed it and said, and so it'll be, thriving after 60, or healthy habits for life after 60. And one of the things that I said is that women, especially women of our generation, right? We have become experts at investing in the emotional, physical, mental well-being of everybody, and we're just learning how to become experts in doing all of those things for ourselves. Um, and so I am loving that I'm getting all of these things where people, I mean, they are really things that are about you, and they're things that you are doing for yourself. Jamak says, I got to do some dancing. I work from home and I don't want to get settled. Right, right. I work from home too. And I'll share with you that I said one of my things that I have to be intentional about because I work from home is maintaining social connections with my friends, my very close friends, because I can just get in that work, not get in, I'm always in the work mode. And because I have adult children, they don't live here, and so it's just me and my husband. So I that is one reason why it's just like I am always in work mode, because I actually don't have to. I'm not responsible for any other human beings right now, and so I have to be intentional about pulling myself away just to recharge. So if you're just hopping on, good morning. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much. Nadella says she looks forward to the coffee with angels because it's informative and inspiring. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I say every single platform that I have is for the community. Um, and that is my mission, to help women thrive in middle age. I do that as a founder by creating a product that helps you take care of your silver and gray hair in a way that's healthy and vibrant. And it's also efficient and effective because it's not a purple shampoo, so you don't have to buy all these different products to take care of your hair. You can just buy one system because the MAISON 276 3-step system is white. And so you don't have to worry about the purple dye staining your hair. But for me, really, I understand the importance of what your crown means to you, and giving you a product to help you take care of that in a way that's healthy, efficient, and time saving. To me, that's helping to make your life better. And so that aligns with my mission to help women thrive in middle age. And so all of the topics that we do here, and that's why I ask you guys for comment recommendations, because I want our time together to be valuable. I want us to share information with each other like we're doing now. And so I always encourage you, drop a comment recommendation in the feed. If you are, all the Coffee with Angels are uploaded to YouTube by the next day. So you can always watch it later. And I always respond to the comments, and I take your content recommendations very seriously and incorporate them into everything that I do. So I said all that to say is that, this platform is all about community, and MAISON, because MAISON 276 is all about community. And so I look forward to these too. At first, when I first came up with the idea, in full transparency, I was really nervous because I was like, are people going to stop what they're doing to talk to me? Is what I have to say, are they going to find it valuable or interesting? I don't want to just talk about hair all the time, even though next week we are going to talk about hair, because we're going to talk about how to make sure we prevent our hair from getting dry due to the winter weather, because it's anyway, that's what we're talking about next week. So we are talking about hair, but we're more than our hair, right? And there's so many other aspects of living a vibrant life, especially after 50 or after 60 in my case. I think Mary is 70 plus. So my mother is 80 plus, and she does not call herself old. So I enjoy this so much. I really do. So it is not, oh, let's see. I'm going to post this as I read it. Oh, thank you, Deborah. She says she is inspired and feels that she is a part of this community. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Deborah. And those comments keep me coming back every Friday. Because if it was crickets, I don't know. Thank you so much. Is that Mrs. T. Cannon? If you're just hopping on Instagram, the screen is really dark. Hello, Mr. Shark. Mr. Shark 623 is the first, but not the last, Maison 276 male brand ambassador. And he uses our products to keep that amazing beard bright and brilliant, because beards can turn yellow too, right? And beards need the same kind of care that the silver hair on your head needs. So, ladies, if there is a man in your life with a silver beard, you can also buy the Maison 276 three-step system for his beard. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Crickets or not, thank you. I appreciate you. I will be here. And I, you know what? I believe that. I do believe. I think we're all blessed when we come together in community. And I think that is one of the great things about technology, even though there's no substitute for, face-to-face interaction. I do think technology still gives us a great way to create community with people that we otherwise would never come in contact with. Frankly, as the founder of Maison 276, one of my biggest blessings, and one that I wasn't like, it wasn't in the business plan, is the community and all of the amazing women that I have met from literally all over the world that I would never have come in contact with as a hospital administrator. And I loved my job. I love serving families and the children that we take care of, or that we took care of. Well, they still do, but you know what I mean. So it wasn't even that I had a job that I hated that I was looking to escape from. But it is this community that I love and that I appreciate, and that I mentioned. That's why I mentioned earlier how grateful I am. One of the things that I mentioned earlier was that, Maison 276 is now Amazon's choice for silver and gray hair. And that happened because of the Maison 276 community. So I am truly grateful. Want you to know we are still working like crazy. We've got a lot of stuff planned for 2025. So I'm super excited about the future and bringing you guys along for the ride, because we cannot do it without you. So on that, oh, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Sean's going to let all her bearded silver foxes know. So on that note, I will say let's see, let's see. Oh, it's right. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's funny. She woke up with, she said, more chin than I had last night. I know sometimes we have those moments where you walk past the mirror, you're like, wait, what? Every woman on this call understands exactly what you mean. Exactly what you mean. So, on that, guys, I always say I don't want to keep you long, just enough time for you to have your first cup of morning brew, chit chat with the community, share some valuable information with each other, and get you started on a great weekend. I'm not going to talk about football because I'm just not. I'm a Saints fan, and I'm in a good mood right now, and I plan on it staying that way. So you guys have an amazing weekend. As always, thank you so much. I appreciate and love you. I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day just to hang out with us. Have a great day, and I will see you. You guys hop on over to, if you joined us late, you can watch it on YouTube. And also, as a reminder, one of the recommendations, I don't know who, it was one of our regulars recommended, they wanted me to do content on colors, fashion colors that complement silver and gray hair. So I did put up a vlog on that on YouTube earlier this week. So take a look at it. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you want me to do more of that content. It was kind of fun because, I like getting dressed up, especially because I work from home and I don't get dressed up very much. So anyway, I digress. You guys have a great weekend. I will see you next Friday on Coffee with Angel. Bye-bye.